can stop a god. Hello everybody and welcome back to Vecna, Eve of Ruin here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master. My name's Kelly, I use he and him, and folks, I am so excited to be back here after a week of unscheduled delays on all of our other games. Vecna is going strong, and that's why we're here. We're here to stop him. But I can't do it alone. I have brought this incredible group of players with me. Let's hear who they are now, starting with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I get to play Rosie's Thistledrop, our gnomish artificer artillerist. She and her sidekick Boom Boom.
Boom Boom, who you got to rebuild.
Explode. Sorry?
Who you got to rebuild before you go into your adventure.
Okay, well that was just like when we got grabbed, and Rosie has rather thoroughly tried to like sidetrack into a library.
Fair.
So I'm sure she has a few moments. Like she's obviously been on it because I've got like all these smudges on my face from having worked on stuff.
I mean, you did just leave some explosives, or like a large explosion, so it could be a number of things.
I'm probably covered with rock dust too, but.
Well, other things that rock are Robin. Another thing that rocks? Yeah.
Hi. Sure, yeah, hi. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and tweet, rock and Robin. Yep, tweet. Yeah, I'm Robin, second-gen gamer in the chat, and I am playing Lir'wen, our moon elf, way of the astral monk, way of the astral self monk. I'm gonna figure out how to say that smoothly. But yeah, Lir'wen's hot doing it last game on that churro.
Wolf.
That's great.
All right. It's Wolf. Down beneath you, we've got Gaunt. Oh no, we've got Chris.
Hi, it's Chris here. I go by Blogg in the chat. Use he, him, or they, them pronouns. God damn it. And happy to be here. I'm playing Gaunt today, the reborn. Oh wow. When do I ever play anything other than human? The reborn Hexblade Warlock, ready to fuck shit up and get shit done. Down with Vecna.
All right, next to you, we've got Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Imogen, our human champion fighter, who is basically a blender at this point. It's a good time. Also, it's real hot in my basement suite, so I have a fan going and also couldn't wear all my armor because it's hot. My contacts hated me today. It's not been a good day for costuming.
You know what? That summer, we're okay with it. Thank you for being here. Yep. And also thank for being here, Trezelta.
Oh, hi. I am Trez. I use he, him pronouns, and I'll be reprising Tobron Stevendor, Tobron Solenclaw, the fallen ASMR pack of the Genie Warlock.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
You already spoiled it in the slide. What you talking about?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Oh, no, I just said wife. It could be anybody. You were engaged to a couple people during that game. And you made out with Kai. I mean, although you'd probably be Kai's wife.
Yeah.
Kai is the top. But anyway, folks, we are going to be starting in just a minute. A big thank you to everybody who was patient with us. We had to miss several games this past week. We've had a lot of cancellations in July, unfortunately, because it has been, there's been like a big heat dome in the Pacific Northwest that has basically made all of us poor folks without air conditioning unable to exist, and putting on costumes and streaming was just way too much for us.
And then the poor soul that had air conditioning had my air conditioning break for a few days.
Yes. So that's a nightmare. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, 80 degrees, 90 degrees, that's not a big deal. Yeah, it is when you're where we are. it gets very humid, and people aren't used to it. And
our houses are literally built to retain heat because we're in Canada. It's supposed to be colder here.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Oh, is it the 7 hottest days in the last 100,000 years? Oh, that's good. That's nice. That's what the chat is saying right now. Nice. Interesting. Welcome to the coldest summer of the rest of our lives. Anyway.
Hate it. How dare you? Hate it.
Hate it. How dare you? Thanks.
Okay, fine. If you hate that, let me give you something that you're going to love. And that's our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. Bookwyrm Games is your place to get dice that'll make you feel nice, or perhaps a little evil if you're playing against your players like I am tonight. And tonight I'm going to be using these amazing wooden dice from Bookwyrm Games. Tonight we're going to start off with an 8. That was almost a 20, but then it hit a pair of non-Bookwyrm dice. Boo. Bookwyrm Dice has been a fantastic sponsor to us, and you can go and be a fantastic customer of theirs. Go use code DorkTales to save 15% off any order that you make on their website. And if you buy 100 Canadian dollars, which is not much, let me just tell you that, worth of dice, paraphernalia, familiars, tea, what have you, you get free shipping worldwide. So you get to help out a small business, you get to help us out by sending more people over, and you get free shipping and some pretty inexpensive dice. Like, they're really good dice, they're great dice, they're the greatest dice, and pretty soon I've just finished the document to send to them that has all of the info for our Dork Tales dice, so it might even have some Dork Tales dice in the next couple months. So consider going to use our great 15% off code DorkTales at bookwyrmgames.com. Help us out, help them out. Thank you so much. Besides that, a couple of other things before we begin. We've got games all weekend unless the heat dome acts up again. So be sure to come back tomorrow for Mage the Ascension, the Victorian Age in the evening. We've got Technocracy Zero Sum over on Patreon on Sunday, and we've got Dreams of Arcos during the day at noon. So on Sunday as well. So lots of great stuff coming your way. Does anybody have any other announcements that we need to make before we hop in? All right. So it has been, actually it's only been a week, so that's not bad at all. So last time on Vecna, Eve of Ruin, you all had spent a little over a year going through your own adventures, doing research, preparing yourselves for what might come. And in the process of living your lives, you were suddenly ripped out of reality and thrown across the multiverse, arriving in a sanctum in a place called Sigil. There you met with Lady Illustriel Silverhand, as well as Tasha and Mordenkainen, 3 immensely powerful wizards from across the multiverse who had attempted to use a wish spell to stop Vecna. However, something went wrong, or perhaps the lich is too strong, and instead it brought you 5. The 5th one, of course, being your good friend Osric, who is there as well, even though he didn't talk much, which is rare for him, but you know what. There, you were told of a plan to stop Vecna, seeing that you were metaphysically linked to him by the disruption of the ritual down at Neverdeath Graveyard. You were asked to go and assemble pieces of the Rod of 7 Parts, which had been scattered across the multiverse. Upon using that rod, you would be able to weaken Vecna, and thereby banish him, using the chimes of banishing back to his home plane of Oerth. You were offered a great deal of support, and were set upon your quest. As this occurred, Lady Illustriel Silverhand also said that it would be cruel to send you without a guide, and that she would arrange on each of the planes that you would have to visit for a friendly guide to accompany you. The first of which would be an agent that had worked to undermine the cult of Lolth, one Telbron, a warlock and graduate of Strixhaven, which, Rosie, you will recognize him as one of the quote-unquote legends of Strixhaven, an upperclassman of yours who was responsible for saving the entirety of the student body several years ago, along with a few other legendary characters. To learn more about that, head over to Patreon and watch Strixhaven: A Curriculum of Chaos, because I'm taking forever to get it out on YouTube. I'm only like 6 months behind. So, with that, you asked if Telbron could show you around, and that is where we're going to resume. All right. Any last things before we start? Perfect. All right. So with that, let's begin. Episode 6, Toward Web's Edge. Telbron, as you lead them further into the sanctum, you can't help but admire the place. Even as ostentatious as your childhood home was, the sanctum is... it glitters. Every bit of it is plush. Every bit of it is rife with magic, with enchantment. And as you walk out, you find yourselves heading out from the heading out from the workspace into the main parlor, where you see plush antique furniture, including sofas and footstools, are arranged here. To the north is a grand staircase, to the south a garden of ferns and flowering plants that grow around a raised marble dais. You know exactly where to take them from here. To the west of here is a library that you have used many times in the past few months. To the north is a stairwell that leads up to a large lounge. And as well, before you exit this room, there is a mass curio over in the workspace that you were summoned inside of, full of every knick-knack that you could possibly imagine. Now, I'm going to read this off to you, just so you can salivate. I'm going to assume that you players are going to come back to this later, but Illustriel keeps an impressive collection of magic items here. If the characters ask, Illustriel allows each character borrow their choice of any single magic item of rare or lower rarity. It's the same curio that Mordenkainen took the chime from. Heading into the workspace, heading into the parlor, there are a number of places that you can go and relax. There is a broad garden full of greenery from all places inside of the multiverse. The dais to the north lies in the, dais to the south, lies in the center of the garden and glitters with potential. Small, ovular, magical convergences hang in the air. Inactive portals, waiting to shunt you wherever across the multiverse they lead. Okay. So, Telbron, as you are looking around and kind of leading people out, is anybody going straight to the curio before we leave the workroom?
Oh, Lir'wen's 100%. Lir'wen's still not dressed yet. She's just gonna go to the cabinet.
I'll poke at it eventually, but it's kind of out of boredom more than anything else.
Yeah, so basically you can pick any rare or less rare, so uncommon, common, rare, magic item.
Wow. I'll think about that. But, yeah, maybe. Do these, I'll look at Telbron while they're going off, and just, do these fissures work both ways?
Do you want to are you asking?
Back? Yeah. How do we get back?
And are you asking this of Illustriel, Mordenkainen, or Tasha?
No, of Talbron, our guide.
Fair.
And according to them, once we get the staff, the piece of the staff, it will lead us back here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Rosie, what are you doing?
Rosie / Christine is actually just counting her attuned items right now to find out if she can take another. And thus ask for something like bracers of defense or something along those lines to get more AC.
Fair.
Does Rosie wear armor?
Rosie does wear armor.
Braces of defense are unarmed or unclothed.
Just as an example, it's literally the
Ah,
first thing that
yeah.
popped up when I was looking at it that does an AC, but another AC boost basically.
Fair,
Do you have a
Because they're at the
cloak
right level of
of
severity.
protection?
I do have a cloak of protection already.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just counting my attunements, and that and the tattoo are, I think, my only attunements.
Ring of protection.
Yeah.
Does the same thing as a cloak of protection.
Okay.
That's a good one for anybody who just wants a quick one. Ring of protection is +1 to AC and all saves.
Nice.
Oh, you mean more AC? I could do that.
Yeah, do it. Hurt me, Jen. Do it.
Okay.
So what? Imogen just walks up, looks in, and goes, "That. Can I borrow this? Cool," and walks off with a ring of protection.
Nice.
Yeah, so long as like I'm not taking it from.
Yeah, I was just
somebody
gonna
else,
ask,
not
like, is
more than
there?
one.
Yeah, is there more than one,
I'm
or
gonna
is
assume.
it like?
I'm gonna assume that there are several different ones in different shades, colors, and looks.
There's just like one of those pillows with a bunch of rings on it. Like
Strangely, there's one. There's like a hand with like a different
Oh.
colored stone
Just a
on
full
each
hand.
one. Just a full
interesting.
gauntlet of protection.
Huh.
Interesting.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I will take a ring of
Fake.
protection.
It is fake.
Fake.
Thank nobody for taking the hat of vermin. I appreciate you.
Rats.
Shut up.
Oh,
That's it.
God.
Take 20 psychic damage.
All right, our boots of spider climb attuned.
I believe so.
Boots of spider
At
climb
least
are attuned.
slippers are.
Or slippers of spider climb. Yeah, that's it.
And Telbron, you're able to get one of these as well if you want to borrow something. So don't feel like you
We're
can't.
looking right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Attunement was a thing. Ring of protection is not attunement though, right?
I need to double check.
Or
I
is
believe it. I believe it is. Yes.
Okay, because I don't know how attunement works, so somebody's gonna have to explain that to me.
You get 3 attunement slots. So right now.
Okay, then I have
you're-
no more. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. All right. So in that case,
Because I have my armor, I have the sunblade, and I have the belt of frost giant strength. So
Yeah.
fair.
cool,
Unless you're me, and then you get 4.
fair. I do think that is a stupid D&D rule, but that's fine. I'm a
A
mage player.
A stupid D&D
Fire.
rule. What are those?
What?
Oh, do I want to give up a cloak of protection for walking on walls?
Oh, is that?
But I think,
Christine,
yeah.
you might want to
What?
consider anybody here could grab the cloak of displacement. I'm just going to put that out there.
What is that?
It means that the first hit against you has a 50% miss rate, and basically all attacks on you have advantage until they hit you.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, my bad. Disadvantage.
But that, I've only got so many backs.
Yeah, you'd have to give up your cloak, but
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Gonna think about it later.
Okay.
Gaunt stitching to go.
I'm likely going to take Ring of Protection.
sounds good
And
to me.
it's just stuff in the DMG, yes? Not like Tasha's or
I'll say absolutely anything. I actually sent you a link that has a list of all items.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm looking at it, but then I realized in the chat you said DMG, so I wanted to confirm before I'm looking
No,
at stuff.
anything works so long as it's under those.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
All right.
I will actually take the Cloak of Displacement because my AC is not the best.
That sounds great. All right. So I'm picturing that you all are about to step out into the main parlor and then go, actually, hold on, and turn around and go like start ruffling.
Probably.
By all means, please, Illustrial says, borrow one thing, each of you, whatever you'd like.
You know what? I'm going to go for a Ring of Spell Storing, and I'll need some time to get used to this. And then I'm going to cast a spell on it, then I'm going to into it, and then I'm going to take a short rest.
Okay, that's where that came from. Bloody hell. I was looking at my stuff trying to figure out, okay, wait a minute. If Cloak of Protection is only +1 AC, why is my armor class 20? So I'm like, that doesn't add up right. Did I accidentally think it was 2? Then realize, no, I got a blessing at the beginning.
Yep.
That also, there's my extra +1 AC. So yes, I would like a Ring of Protection, I think.
Sounds good. You absolutely can. You absolutely can do that. So grabbing that, I'm just seeing what Jen could grab that isn't attuned. Ring of Animal Influence. It's a good one. Tons of potions. A necklace of fireballs. Holy crap.
Oh yeah.
A lodestone. A lash of emulation. You could get the bondage bands of Bolaro. Those things are ridiculous. Horseshoes of speed. If you were a centaur, that'd be great. The Hook of Fisher's Delight.
The Iron Bands of Borello are in there?
Yeah. The Bondage Bands of Bolaro is what they're actually called, Chris. You should know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The Bondage Bands of Borello.
Right.
Bolaro?
So,
that's
just
tempting.
checking... The Dodecahedron of Doom? What?
That sounds like a cursed D20.
I think it is a first D20.
Yeah, right?
That's that Bluetooth D20 that you showed me, Chaz. That's that.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. All right. So between my studded leather, which is 12 AC, plus my dex of +4 brings me to 16. My enhanced defense infusion gives me an additional 2, which takes me to 18. Cloak of Protection takes me to 19. Blessing takes me to 20. Ring of Protection takes me to 21.
Yep. Congrats.
Nice.
Welcome to being an artificer.
Stacking!
I'm so excited till we get our next ability and score improvement because I'm gonna put my wisdom up to 20 and then put my AC to 23.
Nice.
I'm so...
Nice. Oh, actually, Imogen, there is one thing in there that looks great to you. The Goggles of Night. They give you dark vision.
I have a sunblade.
This is true.
Do the Goggles of Night then fuck up my vision if I turn on the sunblade?
I'm gonna double check that real quick. No, they do not. They do not. They just make you look cool.
Okay.
The progressive lenses of night.
Wild.
But they're not attunement, so that's why I was like, oh hey.
Fair, yeah.
All right, was anybody looking for anything else? Prosthetic leg, Traz? Do you need one of those?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
Good for now.
speaking of, sorry, did the ring need attunement?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Was there anything that has non-attunement, Robin, that you would like instead of slippers?
That's non-attunement.
Because I can give you slippers.
They'd still be
So
attunement,
I
wouldn't
have
they?
2 infusion slots free.
Yeah, I know,
So
but I
if you want
have
something else
to
from this, but it just has to be
debate.
non-attunement then.
You have to debate because I'm already fully attuned up with all my slots, so it's kind of depending if I want to
Okay.
do if I want to
if anybody wants,
sacrifice
like,
something.
potentially like a cloak of protection. I could have one of those attuned because I just bought myself one and bought myself the bag of holding, so I don't have to waste attunements on or infusions on those.
You guys are sure taking your time shopping, Tasha says, leaning up against the side of the curio cabinet with a kind of a debonair carelessness.
Well, I mean, it just means that we'll be better prepared, right? Like when we actually get down to business and like deal with shit.
Lir'wen.
Thoughtfulness, right?
It was offered. Don't be rude about something that was offered.
I wouldn't have said it like that, but okay.
Lir'wen's just gonna go grab from the cabinet just a little pouch. She's gonna open it up, pour out some beans in there, and go, "Yeah, I think this will work." And I'm gonna take a bag of beans.
God, oh God, no, no. All right, does everybody have an item now?
I'm not taking any.
Oh, you're not taking the goggles? Okay.
I took a Ring of Spell Story.
No.
Okay. You know what? Osric is going to glance in because he can, and he's going to go, let's see, there's some interesting things in there. How about, ooh, that's nice. That's very nice too. How about, yes, Do you mind if I'm just going to grab this. If no one else minds, no one else cares. All right, then in that case, and he's going to reach in and grab, he's going to grab some bracers of protection because, hey, his AC sucks. Oh wait, no, he wears studded leather armor. Damn it. But there is a cloak of protection inside.
I was gonna say, why doesn't he just get armor? Better armor.
What? Oh, that's true. He could. He
or
could.
Cloak of protection.
You're smart. You're smart.
I try.
He's gonna look inside and he's gonna go, I was gonna go for the cloak, but it doesn't really match my vibe. How about you know what? I'm going to take the cloak. The cloak sounds like a good thing. Look, it even matches my outfit. The pinstripes, everything. Love it. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to return this in mostly one piece. It's fine. You're doing us a favor. Whatever you need. Illustria will say. Please, if you need to rest before you go, I know some of you look a little battered. Does anybody need to go rest or repair their familiars / explosive friends?
Yeah.
Now, how long does repairing him take?
Where is that? There he is. It takes an action, I think, to create.
Really?
Magically create in an unoccupied space. So yeah, no big deal.
All right, so you can just
more
go
flavor, I think.
You can just like clang, 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 and your little boom, boom cannon comes back to life, going or whatever noise it makes.
Yeah, so it takes an action to recreate, basically, but it's a magical recreation. You do need tools for it.
All right, so as Osric dons the cloak and kind of like shimmies and poses in front of a mirror. So, do we need to rest or are we heading out?
I'm good to go.
I didn't actually keep track of what I did last game because it was kind of in the interim.
You got healed.
So I figure like I healed up and rested and reused. Like my spell slots are fine and I
Short rest to reattune.
Well, in that case, Mordenkainen will say, you should go and tell Braun take them into the parlor or into the lounge. Prepare your stratagem.
Right away.
Are we supposed
This
to have a
group would
strategy?
follow me.
It's not a bad idea to know what you're getting into.
That's fair. I just normally wing it.
I don't usually have strategies, so meh. Let's see what happens.
I do think that it's probably a good idea for us to, you know, Osric will say, discuss things before we go headlong into mortal peril.
Sure. I mean, we kind of didn't discuss a lot when we went into the crypts of Vecna, whatever I forget what it was called, the graveyard. But I feel like strategizing is probably smart.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Lir'wen will don clothes, finally, and go take like a seat on some of the couches it looks like over there that are in the kind of parlor area.
Yeah, if you head out beyond the parlor, you can also head up into the actual lounge itself, where there's like a roaring fireplace, several of them built into the east and west walls of this immense lounge. Comfortable couches and chairs are artfully arranged before a grand staircase that leads down into the parlor that you're standing in. And you can see that there are, as you approach, you will hear a slight rattling of china as drawers begin to open themselves, and you hear the sound of a steam whistle or a steaming kettle, and unseen servants will begin to place set a nice tea spread with little finger sandwiches, fresh tea, and crumpets.
Oh. For flavor, Lir'wen's gonna like bonus action activate her arms, spend a key point, and several of them are gonna reach out for like various tea and crumpets. Nice. 10 feet away from her. Yoink. All right, so time to plot. What do you know about this?
Web's Edge, right? Web's End?
Yes.
Web's...
Yes.
Make me a history roll, Traz.
Boy.
And do it with advantage because you've been going after some of these guys recently.
Ooh, okay. Okay, that's a little bit better. 17.
17. Well, let me tell you a couple things about Web's Edge. Web's Edge is a hidden meeting place for agents of Lolth that operate throughout the Underdark, beneath the Sword Coast. They pursue missions for the glory of their demon god. It's a place where they plot infiltration missions to target virtuous clerical orders, to sabotage efforts to quash Lolth's worship, to orchestrate upheaval of good-aligned governments, and to plan large-scale conversion efforts in underground cities, or probably Underdark cities. Agents might spend a few hours there or days there, and there's never any telling how many people might be present. However, what you also learned is that, owing to the highly sensitive and wicked work that takes place there, Web's Edge is a carefully guarded secret. Only a significant amount of research and time and interrogation of some high-ranking covert operatives has allowed you to learn about the place at all. A few cultists live there to maintain it and to keep it prepared. But there's no telling how many will be there at one time. I'll give you one thing for free, though. It's a dangerous place, and if you go in without a plan, you might bring the entire facility down on you.
Telbrun will relay all this information to the...
So, what you're saying is that we need to disguise ourselves as cultists? Because it seems like there's a lot of people that come and go. We could easily maybe sneak in. Do you know secret passphrases? And
I feel like we've tried that before and it didn't work super well.
Yeah, that was because of Gaunt's hair.
No, but there was the time with the other cultists, like 150 years ago, but it was a sex cult.
Oh, there was a Sharan cult,
Yes.
and it was. Were they a sex cult? That explains why the Mother Superior kept inviting me to her. I missed opportunities. And Osric will take a sip of tea. Osric was a fairly young man at the time, and a little clueless.
Well, it could at least get us in. None of you are not going to cast Fireball the moment we walk through the door, right?
I look at Roxy, or Rosie.
Lir'wen points at Boom Boom.
You can't cast Fireball.
Can't or won't?
Flamethrower, on the other hand.
There's always one in the group.
Speaking of
Worked
which,
very well.
Talburn, you're also an adventurer?
Not by choice. I was hoping to retire, but turns out my family had some connection. Well, my old family had some connections to Vecna.
Old family?
One I disowned and dismantled. With some help.
It's the correct answer.
So, when you say some ties to Vecna, what exactly are we talking about? Cultists?
Mixed.
Well-wishers?
Definitely cultists, and they promised Vecna promised the Stevedore family their own realm if he succeeded.
I see.
How like false gods to try and make promises to get power.
Especially
And
when
real
they
estate.
can identify the greedy ones.
Did your family not hear the saying, if it's too good to be true?
All right, so we go in. We pretend to be cultists. And then what? We just go, "Oh, hello, we're here to see Lolth. Let us in."
I'm not real great at the deception thing. That could be a distraction, but that's about it.
It sounds like if you're a distraction here, you'll end up getting yourself killed. We
Or
They can try.
you could be the bodyguard. Then you just need to be a fighter. Hired muscle.
Fair.
Oh, you do look like you could be hired muscle. That could work.
As long as I don't have to speak. It's probably
I think
the
you have a
best.
lovely voice.
Not when I say the wrong thing that gets us killed.
Oh, it's the most fun.
I mean, we could
So
always say
you
that.
want me to get killed or you don't
No,
want me to get killed?
I'm just being nice to you. Jeez, crazy.
Well, stop it.
Okay, moron.
Oh, this brings back memories.
All right, young man. None of that. A lot of these folks have been adventuring since before you were knee-high to a aardvark. I'm not from this area. I don't really know what's... Anyway.
So we infiltrate the cult. Go find a piece of this rod. Chime.
Rod.
Secret
Rod.
Dragon Ball rod.
No, we don't need the... We need the balls, not the rods.
We need the balls?
We don't need any balls.
No, the balls would work as well as the wish spell, which is probably not very well.
Hmm.
You ever tried to grab a dragon by the balls? It's not very easy.
I think the wish spell worked out quite well.
I'm pretty quick.
All right. Well, I'm ready.
So we're infiltrating the place. Yes?
I mean, I think that's better than going guns blazing. And I think sneaking around, trying not to be seen, looks at all the armor-wearing people, might be a little difficult.
Yeah, I'm also not great at that.
There's
Everyone
one
goes
other
and
option.
taps on the plate. Ting, ting, ting.
And what might that be?
He'll tell Ron you'll see a golden ring. He'll lift up his right hand. I can hide a few of us in this ring for 4 hours.
Well,
That'll work.
How long
A
does it
few.
take to get us out?
Quick.
Okay.
We need to get out.
So the more
So, I can...
uncharismatic of us go in the ring. So maybe sneaking in is an option.
All
Or
right.
infiltrating.
Well,
Who's going in the
sneaky, I
ring,
can
then?
be sneaky.
Can you?
Yeah, hold on. Like,
I mean, I'm pretty
Let me
light on
see.
my feet, so if you're just like talking about being like quiet,
I'll disguise self into a drow.
which
That's
I realized
good.
what other fusion I wanted to do for myself, so Rosie has
Please.
been tinking away with a helmet. So I'm gonna have a helm of awareness to go under
Nice.
my goggles.
I can bring 5. I can bring 5 people in with me into the ring.
Huh.
Well, I would prefer not to be inside of a ring, so I'll accompany you as a drow as well.
If it's going to be talking our way in, I'm happy to take a ride in the ring. They can just pop me out
Say,
when punching happens.
Let's see. Let's see.
Problem is, I have to go in the ring with you. Otherwise, my patron Ozone will kick you all out.
All right.
So how do we know to get out then?
Everything can be heard within the ring, so we know what's going on the outside.
That sounds perfect.
Well,
That sounds
if you
great.
help, I can be sneaky. I'll let you guys do the talking, but I'd rather be not in a ring.
How can I assist you?
Well, you could make yourself look like a drow real good. Can you help me?
I'm
I'm not so good with like the makeup stuff.
Oh, I'll try and find a disguise kit and see what I can do to.
Sure. Go ahead and are you proficient with this guy's kits?
I believe I am actually. Oh, I am not. Never mind.
You can attempt.
I'll actually say I'm not. I use magic to do this. I mean, I could try, but it's not likely very
Lothric?
good.
Are you any good
I-
at it?
Am I good at it? All right, hand me that. Hand me the wax. And
She will handing him things.
I rolled a nat 1. So
That's what I was worried about.
So he's an old man. He's an old dude, so he's gonna basically just like paint your face black in a circle or purple. And you're gonna look like a really offensive drow stereotype.
Oh, just gonna wipe it off and just be like, how about I be like your gnomish servant or something then?
Yeah.
Surely there's some like outside types associated.
Does anybody else other than Telbron know about this place?
I mean, the people who go there, I would assume. It's not just drow, right? They're trying to convert all manner of people, so...
So if I wear a spooky black cloak, I should be good?
I mean, I think
maybe
purple's more your color.
Make it look like she's being brought in to be sacrificed.
Or an informant. From the
or
service.
Just come in the ring, but I understand if you don't want to.
I think you'll be fine. You're just a recent convert.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you all are.
Let's go then.
Everyone's gonna load up on snacks for the ring. I'm gonna have crunchy chips while you guys are sneaking in and talking your way in. I'm just gonna be snacking on chips. It's gonna be great.
We need spiders. Before we go in, we need every type of spider that we can wear. Spiders' rings, spiders' necklaces, spiders. They're big on spiders. Oh, speaking of which, repeat after me, infiltrators. The Spider Queen smiles on you. It's a common...
The Spider Queen smiles on you?
Yes.
I say it in
That's a
Undercommon.
hand gesture, too.
I say it in Undercommon. The Spider Queen smiles upon you.
Ooh, even fancier. I'm sure that was correct.
Should we use a different language? I can do it in Abyssal if you want.
Stick to common or undercommon, probably.
Okay, well, I don't have undercommon yet.
Then do you speak common? Yes?
I mean, I don't know, Osric, do I?
Not very well, but we can try.
She'll
Exactly.
stick her tongue out at him.
All right, Telbron, what are your skills exactly? You're a wizard?
Warlock. And my patron is the Djinn.
I see. Does anyone... Did anyone bring any tonic? All right.
What?
Nothing. And he'll just kind of lean back out of frame and go quiet for the rest of the episode.
Lir'wen's gonna smirk to the camera.
I'll look at him and I'm like, the crowd's pretty dead.
Only a couple of them. On that shining note, is there anything else that you're all planning to do before you head out?
Well, Lir'wen's gonna look for see if they have like a couple health potions. Just lying about.
Yes.
There's a whole cupboard of them.
Oh, right, yes, you said cupboard of them.
I drank a couple, but...
I will offer everyone a second level health potion, a potion of moderate healing.
Awesome. Knowing what we're doing now, I would like to change my magic item.
Whichever one's the 4d4.
I want to change in my Ring of Spell Storing for a spider staff.
Okay, spider staff it is. You can see that the spider staff has a little tag on it that says property of the spider, Phandalin.
Perfect. And I'll need 10 minutes or so just to get attuned to this.
All right. So besides that, you can grab some potions of greater healing. which is the 4d4 plus 4. Because I was thinking Pathfinder.
One for each of us?
One for each of you.
Sweet.
Yes, I like all the healing potions.
As you go and grab your potions, you can see that Mordenkainen and Tasha have both left the lounge, or left the study, where you had been summoned. And only Lady Illustriel is still there. She's half draped across the plush leather chair behind the desk, slumped from exhaustion, but will try to pick herself up as you enter. How go your first meetings? And your preparations?
Well, we have a plan in place.
Good.
Thank you for your hospitality. This is quite the location.
Thank you for your service. Should you require any rest or recuperation between missions, consider my home yours. Although, should you wish to venture outside of its walls, I would ask that you take one of my guides with you. The city of Sigil is complicated if you've never been.
Thank you.
Noted.
Good to know.
As soon as you're all ready, the portal inside of the atrium should take you to Webb's Edge. Good luck. May the gods be with you.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Is anyone doing anything else?
Casting mage armor on myself, because you don't want to be so
Alrighty.
squishy.
Sounds good. Osric is going to cast Disguise Self to turn himself into a drow too.
Is this going to take us right in the middle there, or is this like going to take us to like just outside?
Outside.
Cool. So we don't have to go into Telbrin's Ring quite instantly.
Going into what now?
Don't worry about it.
You know, I've been around long enough to make certain that I tend not to worry too much about the plans of adventurers. They're
It's probably
always...
going to go off the rails instantly.
I will attempt to have more potions of healing ready for when you return.
Probably wise.
Hmm.
Also, more chips. I've kind of cleared you out for the road.
1 second, I have to roll to see something.
Oh,
Were you
no.
eating potato chips or were you eating French fries?
Potato chips.
I did not realize that we had any chips present. Do you mean my crisps?
Sure.
Yes.
These. Lir'wen will hold out a bag.
Yes, the crisps of Frito-Lay. I should summon others for you when you return. I will also prepare some of the ancient formulas to sup with them. I will summon the triangles of Dori-Do and the magical beverage known as the Baha Blast.
Oh, that sounds exhilarating.
Yes, across the realm, many ancient scholars have learned to do the do in pursuit of power.
Mm.
We also have RC Cola, but we wouldn't recommend that.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. And with that, gathering up your things, you make your way back to the portals. As you approach, one of them flares to life, and on the other side, you will see that there is a dark cavern reaching out at you. Do you head inside? Do you cross?
Let's go into that dank, dark cavern.
All right. You step across. Once again, the feeling of the portal trembles your flesh. You find yourself in a large foyer. The walls are cavernous. You can see around you the remains of mold-covered broken wagons and barrels languish in this room. Human skeletal remains lie strewn about, their swords and armor bent and rusted. Something gleams next to the bodies propped along the northern wall. Double doors on the east, northeast, and southeast walls are rusted shut, and a semicircular chamber that opens in the southwest contains a shrine.
Let's cautiously go over and check the shiny thing by these skeletons.
Okay. And so, yes, now Lir'wen would like to make a perception check to see what we can kind of hear and see around this area.
Okay. Sounds good. You find yourselves in this semicircular chamber, broken wagons everywhere. And along the northern edge of the room, you see a few more bodies looming, leaning up against the northern wall. What's the plan? Where are you headed?
I want to go and investigate up there where the bodies are cautiously, expecting a trap. But I think you also said there was something shiny up there, so...
I did. As you head up to the north, you can see that there are several bodies lying amidst the floor. 4 of them, in fact, Gaunt. You can see that it looks like, actually 5. Just some of them mashed and mangled so much that their bones entwine in piles on the floor. A pair of dwarves, an elf, a gnome, and a tiefling. You can see that next to 2 of the skeletons are rubies that glitter brightly next to a pair of the skeletons.
Any obvious indication of how they died? Mashed, you said?
Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
Uh, 14.
14? Looking at them, honestly, their bodies have been kind of decomposed and kind of broken apart by time and other creatures coming through. But you don't really see signs of impact on most of them. What you're seeing, though, is with a 14, a couple of them have very broken jaws. Like they clench their teeth really hard right at the end.
Okay, I'll walk back towards the rest of them and say, I think it's best if we avoid the north if we can. Something doesn't feel right.
Noted.
Are you thinking like poison?
I can't tell. Could be poison. Could be some sort of a sonic attack. There's obvious treasure lying on the ground as well.
Obvious treasure, really?
Well, I'm immune to all disease and poison, so I could almost be our detector.
How about we take a look at all of our options first?
And if you're immune, does that mean you just wouldn't show that it was there and then we'd all go in and die?
I would imagine I would know if it tasted funny.
It's not the way that works with food poisoning. You would just eat it.
No, but like poison gas,
Maybe, but it might be odorless. I don't know how poison gas works, so...
No.
It depends on the gas.
I mean, it's still good for you to go in first, but I just don't know how much of a canary in the coal mine you'll be.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, are we sure it was a poison attack?
No.
And not some other sort of trap?
I don't know.
Can I make a history or medicine roll to see what kind of knowledge about like what would cause someone to like clench their jaw?
I didn't even think poison. I immediately thought sonic, like some sort of thunder. I could assume it.
Sure, you can make me medicine roll.
First thing somebody does, like when I hear something loud, is, and I get jumped, I clench my jaw.
Well, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. That's a 9.
No, what happened is you're pretty sure they heard like someone did nails on a chalkboard and it killed them. Or maybe some styrofoam moving out of a box. Either way, they're dead.
I would murder somebody for that sound, so that tracks.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to kill yourself when that happens, you know? You just can't deal with it.
Let's take a look at all of our options and then decide where to go.
Lir'wen's gonna start again. Lir'wen's trying to hear for anything or see anything that is signs of movement from other.
Sure. Make a perception roll.
Cat. $25.
All right. So, glancing around, you can see that there are 3 sets of doors that are leading off. But as you're listening, you are going to hear the sound of muttering down to the south. Like someone is locked in prayer.
Lir'wen's gonna be like, someone's over there by the shrine. Maybe we go into the ring now and you can go talk to them.
All right, the ones going into the ring, come next to me.
All right, Imogen goes over. Like,
Yeah, Lir'wen's going over.
got snacks?
Lir'wen holds up the bag of chips.
Excellent.
You have a bag of sun chips. Praise the sun chips, is what they're called.
Ooh, my favorite.
All right, and with a... You all vanish into the ring, which clatters down on the floor. Who's taking the ring?
Why don't you, Alzer?
Sure, I'll carry everything. Let's go. And he'll slide it into his pocket.
Sitting in the ring going, I did say we could hear him.
All right. Who's going first?
I'll walk
I'm the
for it.
muscle, remember?
Or our muscle.
But Rosie's
which
gonna
one?
pick up Boom Boom and put him in a little sling off her hip so that he's kind of under the cloak and hidden.
All right. Let's go check in on these folks, shall we? As you move down to the south, you will see that this semicircular chamber forms a natural alcove. Shelves carved into the wall from floor to ceiling hold small, repulsive items, including bloody baubles, shriveled fingers, and idols carved from bone. 2 figures crouch before the shelves in prayer. One is a hobgoblin, the other a Durgar. They are praying and don't appear to be paying attention to you. As you're there, who has a passive perception of 15 or higher?
15.
Me. I've got 16.
Oh, perfect. So all of you will notice this. Well, all 3 of us will. That the items on the shelves are all manner of just knickknacks and mishmashes. However, amidst them, you will see a small, spider-shaped carving in the rock. This is obviously some type of false front or some type of... They're not being really overt that this is a shrine to Lolth, but the proof is right there. I don't think that they notice us.
They seem pretty preoccupied.
Do we need them to notice us? Like, are we supposed to just go talk to people, or are we kind of sneaking / fighting our way through?
I mean, we're just looking for the rod, right?
Okay. So sneak it is.
We
So,
maybe
do
go and touch the... or pray in front of the shrine, touch the spider. The carving over there.
Why would we touch it? They're not touching it.
No, but they're outside.
They're right next to it.
Well, let's maybe go up beside them and pray.
Oh, God. Tamora, please forgive me.
Oh.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
I mean, why don't I just cast invisibility on? I can do it on me and one other. Then we can just walk.
We still have to open the doors. Cast it on yourself.
Okay. Rosie's gonna be invisible.
All right, and then there were 2. All right. Gaunt, there are doors here and to the north. We need to pick a set to go through. There's 3 sets. 1 here.
Let's go through these ones. I don't like the ones to the north.
Fair enough. All right, let's go then. And he'll just start, like, whistling under his breath and we'll head to the door.
Rosie's gonna be behind him and just kind of, like, whisper. Do you think evil Loth worshippers actually whistle?
This one does. Okay. And with that, he is going to put his hands on the door and say, shall we? And he's going to put his hand on the door and push, and it's going to... and not move at all.
Pull.
Yes, probably. He's going to try to pull, and it's going to... nothing's going to happen. It's locked.
Lir'wen inside the ring going, are they stuck on a door out there? Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I haven't heard no explosion, so I call that a win.
Yeah.
Okay. It's locked.
Alright, other door? I don't think they've noticed yet.
Alright, let's try.
Going to the middle door?
Sounds good.
We're the weirdest group of cultists ever.
All right, so
Cultists are
try...
weird. So we're just fitting in.
Okay. Look, you try this time.
I will push the door open.
The sound of an inhuman wail echoes through the chamber.
Perception check?
Okay.
You think it sounds like some type of demonic spawn. I'm just making fun of Chris's kid because I overheard it screaming.
Ah.
All right. So, Gaunt, what did you say you were doing?
I push open the door.
It does not move.
I pull.
It does not move.
Where's the
Can
lock?
I attempt to lockpick it?
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
Okay. So what sort of roll is that?
It's a sleight of
proficient with
hand.
Thieves' tools. Okay. I'm proficient with Thieves' tools, does not sleight of hand.
You
Let's see
roll
how I do.
you roll your proficiency. So go ahead. It's roll your thieves tools proficiency.
Okay. So that is 22.
22. All right. As you finish slowly picking, there is going to be a click. And you are going to feel a wave of magic snap over the door as you break whatever spell was holding the door shut. The door is no longer locked.
Alright. It feels like it was held magically?
Mm-hmm. Perhaps by an arcane lock spell?
Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. Guess we head through here now.
Open the door.
All right. Opening the door. Gaunt. You open it, and you and Rosie will see in front of you a large corridor. It's empty. Heavy iron double doors flank the opposite side of the wall as well, parallel to you. To the north, you can hear a faint voice mumbling profane phrases. Grata. Barata. Nicto.
Sounds unpleasant.
Do we recognize the language that they're chanting in? And what the phrases
They are chanting in the language of magic. That.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, shall we just
Let's bypass it.
This is Rosie's voice just keeps coming out of nowhere, like over shoulders, and like at your elbow. Just, well, do you want me to just go have a peek and see if I spot a rod? And if no, then we just keep going.
Yes, we'll wait by the door.
She's gonna try and stealth up quietly.
You're lost now. You hear this horrible, profane chanting.
So you said it's in like an unrecognizable sort of language?
Yes, it is a spell being cast.
Oh, okay.
So you are going to hear profane chanting occurring there.
Oh, if it's a spell, can I roll Arcana to recognize it?
Yes, you may.
Or deconstruct what they're doing?
Yes, you may.
Dirty 20.
It appears to be a summoning spell of some kind.
Doesn't seem like a good thing.
I guess if I had to say that it was a specific language, I would say it'd probably be Infernal or Abyssal. Probably Abyssal.
Yes! I know what they're saying!
Okay, so if you speak Abyssal, you will recognize a couple of words coming out. So inside of this room, you can see that an enormous pentagram is drawn in chalk with stubby, unlit candles placed at each of its 5 points. A hooded figure hunches over a cluttered table in the southwest corner, muttering profane phrases. It appears that it's quite short. It's a very dark-skinned gnome, one of the deep gnomes. And they are in the process of summoning something. You hear them constantly repeat, Glabrezu, Glabrezu, which you know is a type of demon.
Okay. Don't love that. Not my favorite.
What do you do?
Does the table look like it has this rod that we're looking for on it?
It does not.
Okay.
But you can also see that to the north, on the other side of this, so there are doors to the east and west, one of which you just came through, and there is a passageway that leads further north above the pentagram.
Okay. Does this feel like something that Rosie should try and disrupt, or should just keep going?
I mean, it's a summoning spell. It's up to you.
Rosie is going to attempt to sneak up quietly, invisible, and just rub a hole in one of the lines.
Okay. Can you please make me an initiative roll?
Crap.
No, I just want to see who does it first.
Okay, well that's that. Let me just roll with advantage real quick. Okay.
And you may have been missing in the private chat, but those in the ring are preparing for potentially the worst to happen.
23.
So
23. All right, so inside of the ring, what are you all doing?
we're just getting ready. Talbrin speaks Abyssal, so we were kind of assuming that he was having an idea.
All right.
But yeah, Imogen's basically just like, she's not asking to be booted out of the ring. She's just preparing in case Talbrin decides to boot us out of the ring.
Yeah.
I figured while we didn't necessarily like do it, I figured we probably came up with a word that one of the three of us could shout to basically say, yeah, no, get out now. Basically, the safe word.
Oh
yes, God, inject now. Come help.
Talbron. Talbron is the
Fireball.
safe word.
Fireball. Fireball is a safe word.
Gotta do it.
Let's do it.
I love it.
All right. Still invisible as you are going. You sneak up, and can you make me an Arcana roll to disrupt this?
natural 20. So
Are
that's a
you kidding me?
29 to Arcana.
Okay.
I do it as perfectly as I can.
Okay. You know what? This is too fun for me, so I'm just gonna do something. Are you... So looking at this ritual, you think you could probably fudge it a little bit. Would you like to do that?
Fuck yes.
Now, you don't know what would
Rosie
happen.
is based fairly heavily on Indiana Jones, so I feel like she is a frickin' troll,
Okay.
too. If
So,
she can, like, wreck stuff for her own amusement, she will.
so as this deep gnome continues casting Klaatu Barata Niktu Klaatu Glabrazu, they call out, and you smudge and rewrite one of the sigils on the ground, and as you do, you see the silhouette of this immense lobster-clawed, four-armed demon begin to loom out of the suddenly erupting candles. And you see the silhouette of this immense creature loom over. You can see this figure, and then it dissolves, and out of the shadow of the Glabrazu emerges a singular Flumph.
Yes.
Flump? What?
Rosie's gonna back away now. Real careful and stealthy-like.
I didn't summon a Flumph. What? Flumph? What? Why is there a Flumph here? Why is... And as you walk away, she's going to like look through her things on the desk and then glance up at... You there! Who are you? She points down at Osric and Gaunt. The Spider Queen smiles on you. He elbows Gaunt in the ribs.
Gaunt, looking like a very old drow, clutching the staff, and says, "May the Spider Queen's blessings be upon you. We are pilgrims, here for what might be my final journey."
Love!
What is it? What is... Were you not summoning some sort of a demon?
That's a strange-looking demon, my friend. Huh.
Perhaps the audience gave you some anxiety and disrupted the ritual.
I never have problem getting a summoning going.
It happens to the best of us.
What?
From time to time.
Look, old man. I'm not like you. I have no problem summoning the darkness.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure no problem at all.
You know, there's a number of, like, herbal tinctures and tonics that would help with that. I mean... not that I would know, but...
Creeping back during this, and then, like, once she gets even with them, gonna lightly, very lightly, carefully touch them and move towards the doors.
Alright. Well, best of luck summoning something besides a Flumph. We should probably proceed deeper into the sanctum to go and pay our respects.
And she's gonna gently test the door and see if it seems locked, and if so, she'll try and lockpick it again. This new one.
As
so hopefully keep this moving smoothly so it looks like we know what we're doing.
So, this door, as you try it, it is going to start to open. Pilgrims, you say? Then why are you heading into the fodder chamber? Rosie, you try the door a tiny bit, and as it does, it's going to open a little, and you are going to see that 4 large lizards the size of horses are going to turn and look at the open door, their tongues flicking in curiosity.
She'll pull it back close again, very quietly, like she was just cracking it.
You'll have to excuse me, it's been a very long time, and my memory isn't what it used to be.
Love. Quiet you.
Would you be able to show us the way?
Make me a persuasion roll.
Yeah, gladly.
Can he have advantage because he's off balance from summoning a flump, and thus help action from me?
Yes, I'll allow that because it was so dumb. I love it.
All right, that will be a 25.
A 25. They look at you and... Fine. I'll guide you to the others, but don't mention my problems.
Mention what?
My thanks, brother.
Secret's safe with us.
Come, you're just in time. And they will turn and walk you around the flump with a bit of a grimace toward the northern chamber, where you can hear a number of voices echoing out at you. Something's happening tonight, and you're right in the center of it. But we're going to reach that when we come back from this break. So folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break. Hi, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to talk to the chat for a few minutes before we head back into game. Thank you so much for tuning back in. It has been a nightmare week with the heat and with tech problems and with everything else. We've had to cancel a bunch of shows, and I hate it. I just want you to know, like the first time we do it, I'm always like, hey, I get a night off. And then the second night we do it, and the third night, everybody who's seen me in real life knows that I mostly just stare at the wall for the entire night and get stressed out because we're not streaming. So just so you know. Can confirm. I miss you all. I miss streaming for you. I miss sharing these with you.
I'm excited for Mage tomorrow.
Oh, Mage is tomorrow.
Hopefully. Because Darcy's still, we have to resolve that. Darcy's still dead.
That's right. Still just dead.
Schrodinger's gender reassignment. It's pretty great. Pretty great. What else has been going on in Dork Tales land? It's really weird that we're losing we lost all these games in July because next week, so like I head down to Kansas City on Wednesday. Well, Tuesday night, and I get in at Wednesday. I get in Wednesday because next weekend is Extra Life United, where we are up for 3 or 4 awards. Is it 3?
Oh,
Robin,
three
awesome. awards. Yeah, so I'm going to the convention all weekend next weekend. So we're not going to have any game on Saturday or Sunday next weekend. I think I took those days off. I'm going to try to do Vecna on Friday because the convention, I'll be 2 hours ahead of you guys. So long as I'm home by like 8 o'clock, I should be okay. And I don't intend to have it go super late. And I don't know when, but when I was messaging them, I don't know when their awards are given out. So like we're finalists.
And when I emailed, it says on the convention. Doesn't it?
Can you look? No, they said it was various times throughout the weekend. It was weird.
Oh,
because my mom was like, "Oh, can I tag along?" And I was like, "Huh, maybe." That's kind of weird, but also kind of cute, but also kind of weird. That's
I think it's cute. That's so cute. That's you're like, come on, that's very cute. Your mom wanting to come visit.
I know, I know.
Get awards.
Well, I also get to go hang out with my mom and my brother and like my other family members, so it'll be pretty good. I still have to work and stream, so we're doing Shards of Nirn on Wednesday next week instead of Tuesday. So I might be really tired and it might be very, very scattered because I'll have just done a red eye flight that night. So just curious, is Dork Tales thinking of doing what Crit Roll did and making their own streaming platform? Sure, why not? If we hit 1,000 patrons, I would be happy to do that. That'd be lovely.
Why don't we first get a studio? Let's have that be the first step before we make our own broadcasting service.
Yeah, if things go very, very well, absolutely. But we got a lot of steps.
I appreciate chat's optimism. That's honestly, awesome. Chat, I love flattering. You. I need you to. It's very flattering. I need you to be my hype man. I've been looking at potentially co-streaming on Moonbeam when that comes out. That's a new streaming service that's leaning very role-playing game heavy. I'm looking at that.
What's it called?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a second level druid spell.
Yeah, level. Yeah, it also it's going to be rough because it counters shapeshift. So I think a lot of VTubers wouldn't be able to use it. Oh, speaking of VTubing, Robin, you got your VTubing model set up, or your PNG tuber model set up.
I did.
And then
Succubus.
It's cute. All right, so what else is going on besides being rated by the lollygaggers? What do we have to talk about? A couple of cool things that are headed your way. Mage is happening. Technocracy is coming this weekend, which might be one of the final episodes. So you might want to definitely possibly tune in. Jen, you running Technocracy makes me want to run Technocracy, and that is dangerous to me.
Hey. So my goal, I completed it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well
Chris,
done, Jen.
Put on your suit, Chris. We're going to play Technocracy.
Suit? Okay, I got a good suit. I can do a suit.
You can do a suit.
Yeah. I need some shades, though. Some good mirror shades.
Oh, those are really, really... you just need some, get some, surfers. Mirror shades are really easy to come by, though. Just go to Winners. Or go to the dollar store. Or go on... Did you know that Temu is pronounced Tamu?
What?
Yeah. I keep getting ads for it, and they keep singing their name. Tamu, Tamu, which just makes me sound like it's like the Japanese version of the word tame, like taming a lion, tamuing a lion, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, and then we've got Cold Iron.
I would expect Temu just be spelled Teemu.
Yeah, or Ti. Maybe Timu.
Or Timu,
yeah.
The elongated.
Yeah, right. I've been watching a lot of anime, and I need to watch more. I just finished Kaiju number 8, and I'm surprised how much Kaiju number 8 has informed some projects I'm working on right now, where I was like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of this? It needs more Kaiju.
I've really been enjoying that one too.
Are you caught up?
Yep. Well, I got impatient and started reading.
You know what? I forgot how much I love the show Mob Psycho 100. And I really think that all of you should watch it because it'll make you cry. It's real good. And crying is good. It's all about emotional trauma. It's great. And then, we're going... Oh, that reminds me. I got to do a quick note to get the Hunter cast and the Old Gods cast scheduled.
Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that it is during the Ignite closing general session. 9 to 10:15 a.m. on Sunday, where we'll recognize some outstanding achievements from the past year and ignite our passion to continue leading, advocating, and raising critical funds.
That's what I assumed, but when I emailed the guy, he's like, "Oh, we're doing it all over the weekend." So
that's weird.
I'm not just talking out of my butt, Robin. Like this, the dude who organizes the thing told me.
Wild.
I know. You thought what was just a gag series, Mob Psycho? No, Mob Psycho is great. No, it's from the guy who did One Punch Man, but it's like super. It's got great characters who evolve, and the story changes dramatically over time. Give it a try. Watch watch 4 episodes instead of 3. But realize that it's all about emotional damage and is also very funny. Because, like everything else, why wouldn't you have emotional damage? Or why wouldn't you be funny if you had emotional damage, I guess is what I mean to say. That's why I'm funny. So, anything else on the agenda? Anything else? Go and see... What did I just see recently? I saw a movie. Oh, I saw Maxine. That's right. I saw Maxine. It was good. You should watch it. The last 20 minutes are a little weird, but the rest was good. And then, what else? What else? I'm very excited for Deadpool versus Wolverine, or Deadpool and Wolverine, or Wolverine and Deadpool.
I need to go to a liquor store to see if I can find some Deadpool gin.
Deadpool gin? You mean aviation gin?
Yeah, they've made Deadpool version and a Wolverine version of the bottles.
Just the bottles? They don't have anything different in them?
No, it's just the same gin, just different packaging, and I'm a whore for different packaging.
Yes, for different packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And for Ryan Reynolds.
And for Ryan Reynolds, yeah. All right. So, folks, I think it's time for us to head back into game. I don't know how much longer a game is going to be tonight, because we are fighting through some tech problems, but we're going to see how far we can push Techna. Techna. The final episode is just going to be us showing up and then, like, ping refusing to work. And that's how Techna wins.
Listen, I still am requesting from the audience fan art of Techna, so we can have like a curse you Techna.
Oh yeah, that's true.
T-shirt.
You need to have like an icon for him.
Yeah. All
right. So without further ado, I think it's time for us to head back into Vecna, Eve of Ruin, here on Dork Tales. Welcome back to Vecna, Eve of Ruin. As we continue inside of Web's Edge, we cut to inside of Telbron's ring, where Imogen, Lir'wen, and Telbron await their next move. Telbron, can you describe what the inside of the ring looks like?
Yeah, it is. There's actually a description for it. The interior of the vessel is an extra-dimensional space in the shape of a 20-foot radius cylinder, 20 feet high, and resembles your vessel, which would essentially be golden interior. The interior is appointed with cushions and low tables and is at a comfortable temperature.
Okay, so it's got like big plush like floor chairs and things like that?
Yes. Yep.
All right, and you're hearing this outside. The sound of footfalls carry you further and further away from the sound of a very confused Flumph. Flumph?
Why am I hearing a Flump outside?
I don't know.
Always trust a Flumph.
Do we need to... Are we starting to hear, like, the chanting and the voices?
You're starting to hear the sound of people talking. And then, yes, then we prepare ourselves. From here, we will move through the night.
Lir'wen's gonna bonus action, spend another key point to activate her arms. And then in those that in the ring will actually see suddenly her arms and her mask and the tattoos that are kind of under her like body will suddenly glow. And Lir'wen has a stand now. I have my JoJo stand. I have my astral body, so my full like stand version of Lir'wen is suddenly there. She's getting ready to go.
All right.
Just in case.
You're getting ready to go. Imogen and Telbron, are either of you doing anything inside of the ring?
I will, I'll activate my Sunblade and just kind of be ready. That's about it.
Sounds good. And Telbron, anything that you're preparing?
Nope, not much you can do from inside the ring. So.
Okay. As you step around the corner outside of the ring, you see that there are several figures inside of an elongated corridor. Relief carvings of spiders and webs decorate this chamber's walls, which are papered over with tactical maps and schematics. Gathered around a paperwork-covered table in the room's center are several cloaked figures, as well as a horned, winged devil woman with a whip on her belt that glows with a blue sheen of magic. They appear to be in the middle of something of a debate. Yes, from here, we will... Who might you be? The devil woman turns and looks. Pilgrims that I have brought. Have you summoned the Glabrazu? I am in the process of doing so. The deep gnome looks at you with pleading eyes. Gaunt, do you do anything?
No. I'll just kind of awkwardly cough. Just be like, appreciate being here in the sanctuary.
The demon woman takes a step toward you, pushes her face right up against yours, and goes, "Is that a flump?"
Sacrifice that we brought with us. Deception.
Make me a deception roll, please.
That'll be a 27.
An interesting sacrifice, the devil woman says. Flumps are good.
Very good creatures, are they not?
Yes. We are preparing a bit of an invasion. If you'd like to join us, pull up a seat. She returns.
We'd love to be of assistance, however we can.
Yes, exactly. I would love to be. Ooh, look at the wonderful art. Ooh, Osric will go and start looking at the schematics. Have you ever considered making a game out of this? I could see this going very well with, like, little orc figurines. Looking around the table, you can see that there is aside from the demon woman, you can see an elf, 2 orcs, a pair of grimlocks, and who is the 7th one? Hold on. An assassin, 2 mages, 2 orcs, 2 grimlocks, 2 orcs, assassin. That's still only 6 people. What are they doing?
And the gnome?
They don't count the gnome in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's only 6 of them. What the hell? This module? All right. Well, we're going to include the mage then.
Okay. I want to try and move around the table, looking at it, seeing where I can get past them just onto the other side. Try and kind of pincher them between us.
All right. Okay, so scooting around the edge of the table.
What's the plan and how can we be of assistance in it?
Excellent. Grotnell, finish summoning the Glabrazu. We need as many demons as possible to waylay the mine. Yes. Yes, Your Grace. We have not met before, stranger. My name is Fanitha. I am the leader of this operation. What is your name? Both of you.
It is a pleasure to be of service. I am Wadzir.
Wadzir. And you? I'm, Drow Jones.
Fireball.
What?
That was the code word, wasn't it? Drow Jones? That's a terrible name. I cast armor ring at this and stab somebody.
All right, roll initiative, everybody.
Thank God I can't be surprised.
Drow Jones? What?
I don't know.
Drow Jones.
I rolled the deception roll and I rolled a 3, okay?
So can we, do we have to wait for Talbrun to release us, or are we saying that he was able to bonus action get us out before?
I say that he could do it upon hearing Fireball. He had a ready to action for Fireball.
Sweet.
Okay. So. Allow me to have a million people in this initiative. So, first of all, we've got mages.
Drow Jones.
Is that like Osmosis Jones?
You really flubbed this one up.
Shut up, I did. Womp womp. It was fine.
I love Osric so much.
Yeah.
There's a Drow Jones, yes. Okay. You, which, of course I rolled a really bad initiative for you. That's gonna be...
I'm gonna put us on the map just outside of Osric because Masood came out of his ring.
Yeah.
Osric had the ring.
The closest space to where the ring was.
Yeah.
And just pull out the okay, roll for the Grimlocks. 1 and a 10. That's great. So a 2 and an 11. And then the Araignées, which is going to be a 22. Okay, let's check some initiatives right now. So, looking at initiatives, I have Rosie with a 23. I have Lir'wen tied with Ferntha. I have Osric with an 18 in there as well, but then I've got Mage 1, Mage 2, then I've got Gaunt, then I've got I don't have Gaunt, I have Telbron, Gaunt, Osric, my pen died. Right, too many initiatives. Okay, Osric. Then I've got oh, actually, this is really easy. So I've got Osric, then I've got Imogen, and then I've got Imogen treading the entire party. So that'll be nice and easy. Mage 1, Mage 2, Mage 3, then Grim 1 and 2. Perfect. All right. So, as you say Fireball, she looks... What? What do you... And Osric is going to at the very last second possible, pull the ring out of his pocket. Don't want to rip this. And there's going to be an explosion of bodies as you all erupt out onto the floor there, ready for battle. And it is time for initiative. All right, exploding out into the floor. We start with Rosie, who is still present, but is invisible.
Okay. Okay, so Rosie's going to move down here, because I think that shouldn't trigger attack of opportunity, because she's invisible.
Okay.
Currently. Boom Boom goes with her.
Okay.
She is going to bonus action, activate Boom Boom.
Okay.
And she's holding him. So he's invisible until this gout of flame comes out from him.
Okay.
That's a bonus action telling the cannon to activate. Is that considered an attack?
Yes, because
Okay,
it
cool.
will.
So it does pop her invisibility. The next thing would have also popped it, but that is fine.
Okay. So who are you hitting with this?
I'm thinking that the way this is set up, I should be able to hit the 4 that are directly across from each other on the table.
I think
and just avoid hitting Gaunt.
What's the distance on this?
15-foot cone.
Yep, you'll be able to hit all 4 of them. You won't be able to hit the elf at the end of the table.
No, that exactly. I was trying to do it so I didn't hit Gaunt.
Okay.
So I figured if I at least tried to hit 4. So
the Grimlocks. Okay.
We can make dex saving throws.
Okay, I have a 14 and a 15 for the Grimlocks at the north, and the 2 orcs at the south are going to have a 21 and a 10.
Okay, so only the 21 beats it then. So
Okay.
Save is 17.
All right. The wall is suddenly going to erupt as fire bursts out of nowhere. The maps on the table are going to begin to char and shrivel.
Okay, so that is 9 points of fire damage for all the failures.
Okay.
And then have it for the succeeding one, I believe. Yeah.
That is
that's
correct.
damage. And then as my action, I cast Haste on Imogen.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
Why
yes.
do you do these things to me?
Because I know what it's like to be a fighter with haste, and I want to give that joy to Jen. Because I love her. She's my friend. Maybe next time I'll do it to Robin instead.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay, sounds good. You are going to pop your invisibility. Suddenly there is a gnome standing right next to... so you would have had to cast that at that angle.
Sure.
Like right next to her to be able to hit all 4 of them. Are you doing any movement?
No, because I would give attack of opportunity then.
That is correct. All right.
I'll just kind of look up at her and go, cheers.
All right, so you're going to look up and she's going to yell, intruders! Kill them. And Lir'wen and Lir'wen, roll me a d20. What'd you get?
14.
All right. Okay, so that means that she's going to go first. Right. Looking at you all bursting out, I am going to... Oh God, you guys all burst out. This sucks. You have a Sunblade. You just cast Haste. Do I have an Arcana bonus? I'm gonna make a couple of attacks on Rosie. Rosie, attack number 1. Does a 13 does not hit you?
Not in the slightest.
An 11 doesn't hit you. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm spending a hurt the more. I'm re-rolling with a better dice. She pulls out a longsword that is wreathed in flame and wields it at you, taking 1, 2, 3 slices at you, and you manage to duck under each of them. I rolled 3 3s and a 5 to hit you on 4 attacks.
Still lives.
Oh my God.
The dice energy has been sent back. I am no longer cursed with that.
Oh my God.
I have passed it back.
Fine. There you go, Lir'wen. That was a great use of my turn. She's going to snarl, and I will end you, you little whelp. And Lir'wen, you're up.
Oh, okay. Lir'wen is going to just attack many times with bonus action.
All right, do it.
Flurry of blows as well. First attack. These are all going to be force damage with her astral arms. Can you make me a con save?
No. 18?
I'll let you know if I hit. I've rolled 2 nat 1s for 2 attacks so far.
Okay.
So the third attack, so one of my flurry of blows. Wait, can you only do flurry of blows if you've hit, or if...
That's a great question. In the meanwhile, though, let me make an opportunity attack on you because of that botch. There you go. That'll hit. All right. Lir'wen, you're going to do a couple of snap attacks out and are going to stumble because of the tight proximity, basically just attacking as soon as you get launched out of the ring. She is going to pivot with her last strike and is going to slash across your ribs. You are going to do me a favor, and you are going to take 5 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison damage. I need you to make me a con save.
I can't be poisoned.
Then you're fine.
Also, what did she roll?
A 26 to hit you. 27.
Okay, cool.
It was one of those rolls where I'm like, I know that hit. All right, so you can still flurry.
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing math. So it was 5 and then 10, so 15.
15 total.
Okay. So then the one of the flurries is going to be a 21 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
Can you make me a con save?
I did before. It was an 18.
Okay, that doesn't pass. She is stunned.
I don't like that.
And then I rolled a nat 20 on
Are you
the advantage on the second one.
Okay. Give me it.
So I have a thing with my body of the astral self. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a target with the arms, you can deal extra damage equal to the damage equal to your martial arts die. So does that mean I get to roll 2d8 on top of that?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, and it's because you can choose it after you hit too. So.
Yep. So I roll 3d8. No, I roll more d8 than that. So that's 2d8 for the
Just
crit
roll all of your dice and tell me what you get. As you
Blender
activate
the first.
Yes. Look, we have 2 blenders now. This is great. We can make pancakes twice as fast.
I'm not a blender, I'm a beater.
Still
As
good
the
for
chat
making
says.
pancakes.
As the chat said, Robin activates Za Worldo.
Exactly. 26 points of force damage.
Yep, and that's including your attack bonuses and everything.
Oh wait, no, I need to roll 2 more d6s, sorry. Or 2d8s, sorry.
For your base attack.
Yeah, for my regular attack.
Okay, so 26 for the crit.
Mm-hmm. And then 12 for the not crit.
Nice. All right, that is going to slam into her repeatedly over and over. I'm glad she got her 1 round to do nothing. So you bludgeon her, and she is stunned.
45. Lir'wen is going to, with her movement, run all the way around and come up behind on the other side. Ready to do that. I have mobile, so I don't take opportunity attacks for hitting her.
Fair. All right, so looking at this, rushing around the other side, you'll be able to do so quite easily. However, at this point, it is now the mage's turn. Because they rolled real freaking high. The first one is going to see that Rosie has cast haste and is going to recognize that. So Rosie this one is going to point at you. The one that you have fried is going to point a finger at you and say, "Dodge this, you filthy casual," and is going to cast Magic Missile at you. Do you have the shield spell?
Let me check one sec. Where's my... No, but I have counterspell.
Oh, damn. Okay, so this one charges up and fires, prepares to fire bolts at you. Do you guess counterspell?
Yeah.
All right.
What? I will.
All right, your counterspell is going to fizzle a level 5 magic missile. So I need you to make me an int save, or an int check, to see if you can, if you overpower it.
If I overpower it?
Yep, because counterspell only works on level 3 or below, and this is cast at a level 5.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
That wasn't clear by saying like int.
An int check, yeah.
It sounded like save, and I was like, what are you talking about?
I said save at first because I flubbed.
Okay.
Keep in mind that your Flash of Genius can be used on this.
This is true.
You said int, right?
Int.
Okay.
And so you need a difficulty of, so you're at your DC 15.
It's just int check, correct?
It's just an int check.
Okay, well, I rolled a 17 without adding anything.
So that is going to counterspell that. And that one is going to look at you as that occurs. It goes, "Not fair!"
Can I do like just a little like, just silly dance to them of like, and end with a rude gesture?
You absolutely can. And as that occurs, the one next will say, "You fools. Don't you know our master is immune to fire?" And is going to cast Fireball on Telbron's space. Can I get a dex save from everybody?
That's rude.
All right, so that is going to be 10d6.
That's a fail. That's a 5.
Lir'wen and Gaunt are both outside.
Of the ring? Yes.
Yeah.
Out of the range? Yes. So that's just Rosie, Osric, Imogen, and Telbron.
That's a natural 20 for 27.
Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Osric is going to pass. So what did you get, Imogen?
Now, I should check what Boom Boom gets.
Oh, this is true.
Sorry, I was just checking my abilities and stuff because I have many of them.
Totally fine.
Oh,
Boom Boom got 15.
good.
15, that is enough to step out of this.
That's a 17 for me.
All right.
Also with Shield Master, if I'm subjected to an effect that allows me to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, I can use my reaction to take no damage if I succeed on the saving throw, interposing your shield between yourself and the source of the effect.
Perfect. Actually, the mage is going to aim for the top corner because that's more damaging to y'all. And that hits everybody there. So, the fireball streaks across, hitting the back corner of the room and expanding. If you failed a DC 14 save, you are going to take 43 points of fire damage.
Ow.
On a save, you are going to take a grand total of 21, and on a nat 20, you take nothing.
Okay.
And
Boom Boom falls over. Burned to a crisp.
perfect.
We will avenge you,
actually,
Boom
never
Boom.
mind. I was reading the wrong thing. No, he's got 50 hit points. He's good.
Okay, nice. All right, so the fireball erupts around the back of the room, causing all of the paper strewn across the walls to ignite into charred, well, remnants of what they once were. Those are the two mages' turns, and it is now Telbron's turn. Telbron, you were point blank in the middle of this fireball that erupted across the wall. You got hit really badly from it. What do you do?
Blair's at the mage going, two can play that game. He's going to start charging lightning and thunder into his hand until it's pinpointed into his finger. Snap his finger, and he's going to cast Shatter in the middle of the table, hitting all 5 of them.
Cool, I'm going to cast Counterspell.
Rude.
Okay, what level spell was that?
I cast it at a 5th level.
Okay, so, one sec. And that's a nat 15. So,
well,
it's going
this time.
It's going to crackle around your fingers, and it's going... And your Shatter is going to fail. What else are you doing on your turn?
Kraz, does your warlock still have silvery barbs?
I never had it.
You were one of the ones that didn't have it?
I only have 2 spells. 3 spells.
Ah, that's right.
Sorry.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. All right. Doing anything else on your turn, Telbron?
I can move it through ally spaces, right?
You can move through allied spaces, yep. And she's like stunned, so you will be able to move around the enemy as well.
All right, so move 5, 10, 15, 20.
So leaping up on the table.
And I'm going to cast Necrotic Shroud.
That's 2 leveled spells in one turn.
That is my ASMR.
Oh,
trait.
you're right. Oh my god, I thought it was a spell. I don't know what's wrong with me. Go ahead. What?
You're going to see Telbron's hair flare up as necrotic energy flies out as dark wings spread out. I need everybody within 10 feet to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma save? Yeah, I'm sure the Grimlocks are going to do well. Better than I thought, but that's still going to be an 8 and a 4. Okay, let's have within 10 feet, you say?
Yep.
Okay, so the leader's got a 2. The elf at the end of the table got a 16 plus, and
21.
Oh, and Gaunt, yeah, Gaunt got a 21.
Gaunt doesn't need to make the save.
You can exclude
enemies. Only enemies.
That's really nice. Charisma save. Does a 14 pass?
Has to be 17.
So even I said 16 on the other one, so that's nothing.
Yep. Yeah, so everybody's frightened of Telbron now.
Oh, okay. We have many frightened individuals. That's great. Okay. That's a great turn. Gaunt, you're up. As you watch your friend billow to necrotic light as a fallen angel inside of his flesh erupts out, casting fear into the entire room of enemies.
Huh. I cast Spirit Shroud. As a bonus action. Assuming nobody counters it.
Oh, you know what? I've got one more reaction. Yeah, I'm gonna use Counterspell.
All right, it's a 5th level spell, so.
Oh boy! Oh, now hold on. If I'm frightened, do I have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls?
Thank you, Telbron.
That turned a pass into a fail.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So I'm guessing, are the ones that I'm beside the mages?
The ones that you're beside are the mages. They're a pair of orcs in hoods. They look really cool.
Okay, the one that's at the head of the table.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna drop my illusion and attack it. Just whip off my greatsword from my back, and that will be a 16.
16. Let's see if that hits. 16 is going to connect.
Oh, holy crap. So that's 5, 11, 18, plus 2d8 radiant because of the Spirit Shroud. So that's 25 points of damage, and he cannot heal.
Okay, 25 points of damage, and he cannot heal. All right, that is going to slash into this very roguishly dressed individual at the front of the table.
That's 1. And then a 22 for the next attack against him for... Ooh, that's not as good. So that would be 12. Oh, that's better. 12 and 14, 20...
Yeah, it's a hit.
6?
That's a hit.
26 damage.
Oh, okay.
It was 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
For 26 damage. As well, I want to note that any enemy within 10 feet of me has its speed reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, as this like horrible spiritual energy kind of wreaths off of you.
Yep. Awesome.
Beautiful. All right, is that the end of your turn?
It is, yep.
Okay. Beautiful. So the mages are going to be right jerks. And you can already see them preparing another spell for their next turn. It is Osric's turn. Osric is going to... he's going to upcast and is going to say, enough of that. And 1 sec. So if you are frightened, disability checks and attack rolls, but not saves. So mage number 1, fail. Mage number 2, succeed, actually, strangely. Actually, let me double check that. It is a wisdom save versus... That's a fail, actually, because Osric's save DC is 17. All right, he's going to hold up his symbol of Timora, kind of toss his spider symbol on the floor, and you are going to watch both of the mages suddenly freeze in place as he casts Hold Person on an upcast. And that's, he's gonna, I'm holding them as long as I can. Imogen, your turn.
Excellent. So, quick question.
Yes.
Haste only gives me 1 more actual attack, right? Like, it doesn't
Yes.
give me all of my attacks. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Just wanted to double check that.
If you action surge, you get that one on top as well.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure you knew that part.
I am aware of that. I just didn't want to be like, I didn't think I got 6 attacks on 1 action, and that is correct. That I do not get that.
I see.
I do, however, get 4 attacks on 1 action, and I would like to take all 4 of those attacks, please.
Absolutely. You have like Traz just said, you have a stunned person right in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was just gonna ask. Sorry, I can't do chat while I'm also like trying to do dice because.
Every attack roll you have against a stunned person has advantage, by the way. So enjoy all your dice.
Cool. Thank you. Not that roll. Okay, it was that roll. That first attack might not be great. First attack is a 14.
Yeah, that's not going to hit unless someone uses Flash of Genius on you. Oh, Rosie can't. She's already used reaction.
No, yeah.
Also, you have determination, though.
Oh, you do have determination.
This is true. Oh, that's true. I always forget that, especially when I don't have Twitch up. Yeah, I'll use it. See what happens. That's what.
All right, that's gonna be a hit.
Cool. I'm just gonna roll all my attacks because I can't.
That sounds great. You know what at least her AC is now, so.
Yeah, exactly. And so that second attack was hit. By the way, that first one was a 2 and a 1 on advantage.
A 2 hit.
So as long as I don't roll 2 1s, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I mean determination, but yeah. That is at least a 20.
Okay,
Actually,
that's at least a hit. Don't forget you're critting on 19s.
That I rolled an 8. That was a 20.
Oh, fair. I forgot you're adding a million to each.
I haven't rolled above a 13 yet, so.
Oh well, here you go. Oh, and you have determination again.
That last one was a hit, but still not a crit. I rolled a 16 though, so thank you for that. Cool. Oh, thanks. Determination back. Great. Cool. Wait, where's my D8? There it is. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna... Do you want me to just roll all my damage and then
Just roll all your damage. Yeah.
Cool.
So let me just double check what she's immune to. Well, don't worry about that. That's nothing you're going to be dealing to her.
Math.
She could use her reaction to parry if she had one.
If she had one. That's 53 points of damage. Radiant damage.
Honestly, I was expecting worse, but yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oof.
She's still up?
She's still alive.
Cool. I'm gonna action surge.
Oh no. Here come
So
the
many
crits.
dice rolls.
Here come the crits.
That was...
Oh wait.
What?
Oh no, she's stunned. She's not paralyzed. She's stunned.
No, she's stunned. I just checked the rules.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That one is a crit.
Okay.
Attack the second is above a 20.
Okay.
Attack the third is above a 20. And
Okay.
attack the fourth is another crit.
Okay, give it to me.
Fuck yes, I love this.
I don't think she's
By the way,
surviving
those were
this
20
round.
crits. Those were nat 20s. So
Oh my
both
god.
of them. Oh, I need
Sounds
to math.
good.
So that's 16 for the first crit. Yeah.
Okay.
Another 16 for the second crit. And
Okay.
then I'll do the last two.
So you got 16 on the first, 16 on the second.
Yeah, those are the two crits because I wanted to roll those dice separately.
Okay,
Those
and those are
more
just the dice?
No, that was the whole thing. But
Okay. Sounds good.
oh yeah, she's not undead, right?
She's not
Should've
undead.
asked that.
No, she's just
Cool,
a
cool.
fiend.
That's what I thought. And then another 21 after that.
Okay. So, 16, 16, and that's with all your bonuses, all of your things?
Yeah, that's with everything.
Okay, she is still marginally up. She's looking like she's had the worst day. She, as holy fire from your sunblade rips through her over and over and over. She's still stunned. She's still stunned. All right.
And that is everything.
All right, down to the south, we see that the summoner is going to take a look at what is happening there. I'm gonna make an int save and cool, and is going to go, "You fools, forgot about me," and is going to take 2 steps toward you and start preparing to cast something awful upon you. However, they do not have top initiative, and one moment, please. And as they prepare to cast a horrible spell, a fireball, a cone of cold, suddenly you're going to hear flumph, and a spray of noxious flump gas is going to cling to her and cause her to start retching on the floor as the stench spray clings to her. And back up to you, we've got the Grimlocks. The Grimlocks are going to be very afeared and are going to try to get away from Telbron. The first is going to disengage and is going to run down along past Lir'wen, and the other one is going to disengage and run, being afeared as they are of Telbron. Top of the initiative again, whoop, whoop, we have Rosie.
Okay, so leader chick is very injured but still up.
Still
correct?
up and still stunned, basically.
Okay.
Lir'wen used her pressure point technique.
Did any of those
Sorry to
guys
interrupt, but I think I forgot to add 8 damage to that.
Great interruption.
Great interruption. Okay, she's still up.
Fair.
Right.
I realized I only counted my my thing 1 for 2 attacks. My add-on.
She looks like Rosie, if you breathe on her the wrong way, she's gonna fall over.
Okay. Rosie's gonna yell over her shoulder at the. Oh, we just lost.
We lost Traz.
I was going to say, did any of those Grimlocks trigger attacks of opportunity from Lir'wen or Gaunt?
No, they disengaged.
Oh, okay.
All right. Welcome back, Traz.
Woohoo! We have Traz back.
All right. So, Rosie, this one, the leader looks at Death's Door. You think that, honestly, you could probably throw a bullet at her and it would kill her?
Okay. So then let me just have a quick look. I've got too much stuff on too many different pages. It's very difficult to keep on.
So just reminding you of what's in the room in front of you. The leader is stunned right next to you, just to the north of you. There are a pair of mages that are completely held directly next to where Telbron has turned into a radiant angel. And there is, oh, the rogue at the end of the table didn't act. He's going to disengage and run.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so I guess, I'm just going to shoot her.
All right.
But at the same point, I'm going to yell over my shoulder to the one out there trying to, like, do stuff and then get start retching.
Yep.
And if you're like, hey, how did you like my flump summoning?
You!
Turned out real well, didn't it? Thanks!
The most horrible retching noise echoes up. And
then I'm going to level my gun.
Roll me with advantage because you have firearm expert or crossbow master, whatever we're calling it. You have point blank mess them up.
Yeah, because they're stunned. That's why I have the advantage. It's not because of the thing.
Yeah, but you don't have disadvantage because.
Yeah. I was like, does it give me advantage? What are you talking about?
But it takes away your disadvantage.
All right. Well, that was a 19 plus 10, so 29 to hit.
Okay. Do you do at least 1 point of damage?
Well, let's find out. I do at least 6, but I want to find out what
I dropped her?
Jen, she had 9 hit points, and then you said, I forgot 8, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, I rolled a 9, and I add 6 to that, so she's well and truly done at this point.
Okay, how do you do it?
Rosie just points a gun at her and shoots her.
Okay, you don't. Do you bother getting up on the table?
No.
Or the chairs? Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna kneecap her with it.
Okay, so if you don't mind, so she's going to fall and like just brain herself on the chair as her legs give out.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good with that.
So I don't have to worry about her initiative anymore. Lir'wen.
Rosie is gonna move though.
Okay.
To be kind of behind the spur of rock, so chick down here, if she manages to stop retching, can't like hit her with something other than like say fireball.
All right, beautiful. So as you dodge out of the way to go get a little bit of cover there, Lir'wen, you're up.
Lir'wen's gonna turn to Imogen and go, I'll have a few more for you over here, and run towards the Grimlocks and the elf, and I'm going to make
Who are you going to attack first? Because you can reach all of them with your astrals.
I know. I'm going to start with 1 hit per.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and do Stunning Strike on all of them.
Okay, sounds good.
So the first one... go.
My God.
14. I'm going to throw Determination on that one to make it
Who was the first one against? The Grimlocks or the Rogue?
I'll do the Grimlocks in front of me first.
Okay. So you're going to spend your Determination. Sounds good. So what are your rolls? 14 is going to be an 18. That's a hit.
Okay. And then the second Grimlock is going to be a dirty 20. And then the Rogue is going to be a 15 plus 9. a lot.
That's a lot. That's going to hit. Okay, so, and so here's the fun of this. What's your damage bonus?
+5.
Cool. So both of the Grimlocks are going to ignore your stun by getting a 19 on their save. However, you're going to drop both of them into negative hit points immediately.
What?
Yep. So how do you do them? And then the rogue, who is still up after your hit, failed their stunning strike roll. So the two that succeed die, and the one that succeeded is still up.
Yeah.
Or the one that failed is still up. Yep. So how do you do the Grimlocks?
I think Lir'wen's gonna take both two astral arms and then just clunk their heads together.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go down. Brain matter oozing out their ears.
And then last arm will punch the rogue, and I'm going to spend...
How much damage did the first hit do? I don't think you rolled for damage, since the Grimlocks you just auto-killed.
Yeah, I'm doing the rogue. I only did one hit.
Oh, okay.
I didn't spend a bonus action for
Oh, okay.
because I have used a lot of key points, so I figured
Fair.
I'd just stun them.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm rolling that now, and I'm adding the extra martial arts die that I get to do once a turn because of my body.
It's body time.
I rolled 2 7s. That's nice. 14 plus 5 is 19 points of force damage.
19 points of force damage. The elf is still up in so much that they are alive. But they are stunned and grievously injured.
And then, so that was 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. No, I think Lir'wen's just gonna move around the rogue to kind of block them from running away and go,
Beautiful. At the end of each of its turns, okay. Then it is Mage 1 and Mage 2. They are both going to be held. And at the end of their turn, let's see. Mage number 1 is going to roll a 3. Mage number 2 is actually going to pop. So one of the mages is going to shake off the hold person at the end of their turn, but the other one is still going to be held in place. Telbron, you're up.
Okay. Telbron's going to walk off the table, so if the mage wants to try to swipe, even though they're scared, they can.
Yeah, let's do it. Would you like an opportunity attack? Because I rolled an one.
Sure. I'll punch him.
The orc swings out at you wildly and stumbles in its fear.
That's only a 10.
It's only a 10? All right, that's fair.
I rolled a 4.
So you kind of like move. You flap at each other a little bit.
Shove it off.
All right.
Yeah, walk off the table. Walk 5, 10, 15, 20 to where the summoner's at. As 3 orbs of magic of force, thunder, and necrotic form in front of him and starts and triangulate and start spinning. I'm going to Eldritch Blast this person 3 times.
I don't want you to, but go ahead. Ooh, did I use counterspell? I feel like I did not. She did not use counterspell. I'm going to counterspell you. Rosie, I'm inside of line of sight of you.
Can I counterspell their counterspell?
You can counterspell the counterspell.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Last time I can do that, though. That's the end of 3rd level spells.
You could cast it as a 4th level.
I don't have 4th levels.
Oh, okay. Then you really can't.
I'm an artificer. I don't get much in the way of spells.
That's a 25.
Okay.
20.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
And that one's only a 16.
That's still a hit. I'm a mage.
Oh, they have any resistance to force, necrotic, or thunder?
They don't like it. Does that matter?
Okay.
Does that help? Does that make it any better?
Makes it worse for you. So that is 15 plus. That's 38 total damage as 3 beams just surge into them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She's still technically up. As 3 beams slam into her and kind of knock her down to the ground. And she's gonna vomit again on the ground. Oh god.
I'd say run, but you seem preoccupied.
Do you do anything else on your turn?
The flump would just kind of motion.
The flump's gonna. You think the flump gives you a thumbs up? Well, it's like a tentacle, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you get the vibe. It's smiling. But when does a flump not smile? That feels like a philosophical question. Cutting over to Gaunt. Gaunt, you're up.
All right, there's a mage in front of me who's very hurt.
I think he's very hurt.
Let's fuck him up.
Let's fuck him up.
All right. Ooh, does 16 hit? Yeah, no, it hit last time, right?
It hit last time. It's gonna hit this time.
All right. It'll be 18 points of damage.
All right, 18 points of damage as your blade slashes across them. What else?
Oh, they're still up. Attack again for a 26.
Strangely, 10 higher than your first hit, still hits.
What? No way. And that'll be 20.
Okay, how do you do it?
I'll just like snicker-snack like with the two-handed sword and just cleave them in half on that second swipe back.
They're going to collapse to the ground and kind of glare up at you with their final horrible snarl. And then they're going to die. They're going to die then.
Then I will move forward towards the other one.
Okay. Which is still held. Okay. It is... Do you have anything else on your turn?
Nope, all done, sir.
All right. Osric is going to join you and go, sorry about this, old chum. And is going to bonk him over the head with his staff for an auto crit. And then is going to use his domain ability, Divine Strike, to infuse it with poison. So that's going to be... Yeah, he uses domain expansion. You got it. That's going to be... How many d8s? It's a d8 for the hit. It's a crit. And then it's so 4d8. 6, 10... Yeah, 14. That's honestly not that bad. Go bonk. Could use some help over here. This one's still up. Don't know why he went British all of a sudden. Hold on. I could use some help with this one. He's still up. Quack, quack, quack. All right. Imogen. Say no more. Say no more. I think with your speed...
No more.
Were you guys talking in our private chat that Jen can do a circle of this room and kill everything?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Well, my speed is doubled, so it's 60 right now.
Yeah, I think you can hit all of them. It was ridiculous.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna blend the room, make a nice pate.
As you do.
As you do. Since I can see the map now, but I can't see the map you're using, so I don't know where everyone is. But I'm going to trust somebody to pick a good direction for me to go.
So leaping up onto the table where there is a frozen orc mage.
That's a crit.
Just roll it. I want to see. I'm pretty sure there's no way you can not kill it. You know what, Jen? You crit, and if you hit a paralyzed enemy, it's automatically a crit, so you double crit. I know that's not a rule, but how do you do it? He has 16 hit points. I'm pretty sure you'd kill him.
Yeah, I did just roll something like Actually, I can't remember what my second dice roll. No, it was I rolled 12, and then I'm +8. Plus
you
8.
definitely killed her. How do you do it?
Cool. I think I'm on the move, so it is just like Sunblade is leveled out, and I just run through her essentially.
All right. Are you going to the east or the west? Are you going toward the rogue or the summoner?
I'll go towards the summoner because Lir'wen's closer to the rogue, and so if for some reason I can't make it over there, I know Lir'wen can handle it.
All right, sounds good. So rushing down to the south, you are going to head down where this awful, sick-covered, nearly dead summoner is.
Is it advantage on this roll?
It is not.
Okay. That is a 24.
A 24 is a hit.
Cool.
You tell me how you do it. She has 2 hit points.
Again, I think I don't stop. I think it's just because it's a single attack. I'm just running people through and moving on.
So far that has been 15. You've just moved 60 feet to reach her.
Okay.
Which means that it is mage number 3 is dead. The Grimlocks are dead. Do anything else on your turn?
No.
All right. It is the assassin's turn. The assassin.
I stabbed the corpse again.
Oh, you stabbed the corpse again?
Because
the assassin is going to do nothing because he's stunned. But he does. Wait, no, this is a stun. He doesn't save for this. He just kind of hangs out. Never mind.
No, he's stunned to the end of my turn.
Man, if it was a hold person, it would be great. Top of the initiative, we go again. Rosie, what are you doing? So looking around the room, it seems that all of these people are defeated. If you glance around to the south, you'll see that Lir'wen is fighting someone who appears to be stunned, who is grievously injured. However, there are a bunch of papers that are on fire around this table, battle plans and other things. You could try to save those to see what they were planning, since it's not like you can interrogate them now.
Sure.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a dex check to try to rescue these documents.
Okay, that is 19.
19? All right, so you're going to be able to put all of these documents out, or at least a portion of them, and protect like their plan and see what they were up to. Good job. I will explain what they are in just a minute. Lir'wen.
Yeah, Lir'wen's gonna punch this rogue with my stando.
With your stando, do you want to do like just an 80s head twist?
No, I was gonna knock him out and interrogate him.
Okay. So, I don't think you can do non-lethal damage with force. So you'd have to use your normal hands.
All right, I'll switch to my quarterstaff and...
Yeah, you can bonk him. Either way, you bonk him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say that you bonk him because...
21 and a 16.
All right. You bonk him, dropping him to the ground. And with that, the fight is over. The flump is going to look in your direction, Imogen. Flump? Flump. And is going to hover over to the summoner's table, root around on it, and hover back over to you and offer you a healing potion that was laying on the table. Flump?
Take it.
Flump.
Lir'wen's gonna start tying up the rogue and then bring him over and tie them into one of the chairs at the table.
Sounds good.
I will thank the flump as well.
Flump. Rosie, from where you are collecting all of the papers, Osric is going to say, "What did you find there? What do you have?" Can you make me an investigation roll to see what you're looking at?
Sure. 26.
Well, the plans are very convoluted. However, what you're seeing here is a meticulous plan to assault a deep gnome mining operation about 20 miles away from here. They have everything planned out. The watch cycles, when people rest, the number of people, as well as the number of guards. They have everything accounted for. You're pretty sure that this would have been something of a bloodbath. That's not all, though. Looking through this, you'll see that there are 2 Lolth operatives embedded within this mining operation. They've been feeding the information. As you're looking through this, you see that the goal was apparently to kidnap the most powerful miners and feed them to something called Ker Arak.
Hey, Osric, do you recognize this word?
Ker
Just gonna point that
Arak.
one out in particular. Sounds like maybe a name.
It does. Something spider-like, probably, knowing these eight-legged freaks. See what else you could find in the stack. Maybe there's something else that says what this would be. Wait, did they say fodder room earlier? I swore I smelled lizard.
There was 4 big lizards.
Like big lizard, or like, he keeps expanding his arms wider. A big freaking lizard. Understood.
I looked like a snack.
My dear, you are a snack.
Oh, thank you, Osric. It's the nicest thing you said to me.
And as he beams at you, you're going to shift the papers and look down at what can only be a lovingly crafted artist representation of Ker Arak. Can you make me a wisdom save, please?
Okay. I am worried. $19.
So you are going to look down at it and feel your blood begin to shiver.
Oh, fuck no.
As you look down at a massive picture of what can only be described as a spider dragon.
It's like some fucked up thing, like a spider, a scorpion, dragon thing. She's
Wait.
gonna hold it.
Wait, what's that annotation at the bottom there?
Not a fan.
No, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Can we just fireball it and call it a day?
I think that's probably what we'll have to end up doing. And Rosie, as you turn the piece of paper around, you are going to see a little notation there. Praise to Ker Arak, who speaks directly to the Spider Queen herself through her mystical rod.
Oh, fuck, it's got the rod.
Of course it does.
And I think that's where we're going to call game for the night.
Rosie just like, we can't avoid
All
it.
right, let's kill it.
Lir'wen sighs at being like, she was just about to get like the smelling salts and start waking up the rogue, and it's like,
Oh, that thing's
Bonk.
awful. She's got way too many eyes and teeth and like
I
stabby
love
bits.
it. I love it. I love it. It's a spider dragon, guys. It's not a spider drake. It's a spider dragon.
Right, that means it could probably breathe fire or something. Yay.
It probably webs. It probably breathes web.
Or poisons or
something like that. Hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin here. I hope you had some fun fighting cultists. You guys like skipped a good portion of the dungeon. Oh, hey, real quick, Jen, while Imogen was over at the summoner's table, the Flump handed you a potion, but if you're interested, there's also a bunch of other stuff just like laying there.
Cool.
There is
sure.
There's a potion of greater healing that you're handed, as well as a spell scroll of Circle of Death, an assortment of unguents and oils that are worth about 500 gold, and a +2 dagger, obviously meant for sacrifices and summoning, the usual. But hey, it's a +2 throwing knife now. Yeah. All right, and so with that, you prepare to go deeper into Web's Edge and confront the spider dragon next week on Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Hey, folks, big thank you to everybody who came out tonight and supported us and watched the show. Did you guys have a good time tonight? Fighting, killing, destroying, spending time with Traz? All the good stuff.
All the good things in life.
All the good things in life. Spending time with Traz. It's true. All right. So, hey.
Flumps.
And flumps. You got to love a good flump. Always trust a flump.
I love flumps so much.
Flumps
that
are
made
great.
Me so happy.
I know they don't technically say flump, but they say flump. Come on. They say flump.
They should.
They're a D&D Pokemon.
They're a D&D Pokemon. Hey,
Yes,
I like dwarf lumps. They're amazing.
right? Hey, a big thank you to everybody who came out. And if you want to support us, follow us, drop us a sub if you're watching on YouTube, give us a follow if you're listening on podcast or Twitch. And if you want to help us directly, the best way to do that is to go to our Patreon at patreon.com/dorktales, where you can support the stream and get a ton of additional content. You can even get your name read at the end of episodes, like my mom. Hi, Mom. You're a divine producer. Thanks. Our demonic producers, Precarious, Mysterium MK, and Sorcerer Sanguine. Our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Karasha Urquhart. Our Monster Maker Solomon, and our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, Mike Baxter, Iridian, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, and Kelowna Curd. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for spending time with us and for helping us continue on. We'll be back tomorrow night with Mage the Ascension and plenty more later this week. And Traz, thanks again for being with us tonight.
Oh, thanks for letting me come play.
Of course. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.